Hey everyone, this is Angsty Lou, and today we're going to be talking about Fae dailies. Now, when it comes to dailies in Fae, some of them seem like they can be a little more arduous than your standard mobile, but when all said and done, it's not too bad, to be completely honest. And we're just going to take a look at what I do on a daily basis in Fae. So first thing you want to do is definitely click on your little folks with the hearts on them on your home screen. Yeah. Okay. Keep it in your pants, Leon. I'm sure you were. And you're gonna get some feathers there, so we're just gonna start kind of low. Free 15 feathers. That's chump change, but whatever. Quests and missions. So you want to pay attention to which are your daily quests. It's going to be KOing a foe and winning arena duels. And this doesn't mean that you enter arena with like your full arena team. You could just enter there with like, matter of fact, I'll show you now. So you could just go into arena with a this is my guy, it's Hawkeye, level 40 plus 10, but we're not going to use Hawkeye here. No, let's use Hawkeye, why not? And we're just going to enter against this crappy Anna and Takumi combo. I'm just going to auto battle. So it says you complete arena twice. It doesn't say that it has to be on a specific difficulty, but what I do is I just do like super easy mode. And who's this? I think this Camilla can kick our ass, but that's a fast Camilla. That's a real fast Camilla. I think I'm gonna lose here. I'm almost certainly gonna lose. 1, 2. Oh, I win. Oh shit, I win. That's cool. Yeah, I love Hawkeye. But you go through that and you get your 2 arena wins. Then what you can do is you can hit reset. Reset your chain so you don't go into the next day with like all of these low cost wins under your belt. And I'll get into that more in depth when I talk about Coliseum as a whole. But just in terms of dailies, that's what you want to be doing every day to get your free arena duels clear. And then look at that. You got 1 potion, you got 1 orb, you got 100 feathers. And over the course of a week, well, those rewards are going to change from day to day, but that 100 feathers is constant. So that's good. Then you can look through the rest of your missions and prioritize from there. I'm a bit of a slacker who tends to save my resonant battles for the last possible day. I'd advise against this. I should actually probably do resonant battles today. But you want to look at the most pressing quests and get on those first. Of Lost Kingdoms, I like to save for a bit. In case there's a banner that's coming up that you want to pull for. Since this is only going to last the next 10 days rather, and there aren't any. Well, you got Hero Fest now, so that might be a good banner. Anyway, you want to prioritize based on quests. Aether raids, we're going to be touching on that in just a bit. 5th anniversary quests, you're going to get these naturally. Fed Pass, I don't have a Fed Pass. Hero's Journey, you want to do every day. You get your 3 orbs, you get your potion. When it's available, of course, and I'll touch more on that in just a sec. Like I said, you get your 5th anniversary tokens just in general. 3 Heroes quests. I kind of like the challenge of these, so I get on those ASAP. The bonus to that is you get these free heroes. They're only 3-star, but you can build them, and then you get all these orbs to go with it. I think that's 7 orbs in total. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 orbs in total. Okay, well, that makes sense. KO 20 plus and 35 plus foes with each of the 3 units. That makes a lot of sense. Bound Hero Battle. I like to get on those ASAP because those can be pretty difficult, and I don't want to have the stress of that hanging over my head at the end of the Bound Hero Battle duration. And finally, you've got this Grand Hero Party mission during the anniversary, which I like to get on ASAP. Because those are only available for a day, and I like to have 5-star units. That's about it as far as Wordle. That's about it as far as quests and missions are concerned. You can look through the notifications, and I would advise doing this. Right now, voting's going on for Hero Rises. And I have my thoughts on that. I'm not going to bias anyone's thoughts with this video. But, you go there, you vote for who you want, and that's only going to be around for like the next week or so. Probably not going to be relevant when a whole lot of folks are watching this video, but whatever. See if there are any new banners to summon on. Looking at these new units coming down the pipe, they look pretty good. And I believe Lissa, am I still recording? Yeah. I believe Lissa is a Tempest Trials unit. So let's take a look at her. Oh, wait, nope, that's for the, we don't have the, Tempest Trials Plus, list yet, so. Summoning Focus, Weekly Revival. These come around every week. I wouldn't recommend spending a ton of orbs on these. They're nice, but the reason it's like coming around every week is because these units are kind of outdated. Some of them might have good fodder. Hector has good fodder. Hector's actually not a horrible unit. The other two, the Lins, they've kind of dropped off in the recent years. Forma units. Here we go. So this announcement is going to tell us what Lissa's attacks are going to have. And that's pretty good because, if you know ahead of time, you can plan. So she's got the Staff of Tribute, which is going to give her some good buffs and restore HP after combat. That's fine. I mean, you're not going to be attacking a lot with her, so it's just fine. Martyr, Heavenly Light, Death Res, Ideal. So you're not going to... This is a weird unit in that she's not quite a great attack unit, but she's also not an amazing support unit. So you have that. You can see preview videos and different summoning focuses and updates therein. You'll notice that there are a lot of folks here with feathers hanging over their heads, and part of that comes from their hero merit. So every time a hero gets 500 hero merit, they're going to appear on this home screen with feathers over their head. I kind of like the aesthetic, so I don't pick the feathers specifically. but you get 500 feathers every time you get 500 hero merit. Pretty straightforward, pretty cool. Moving on. We're going to talk about special maps now, and that's in this top corner here. So for the 5th anniversary, we get these special maps that are only around for a limited amount of time. You complete these 2 difficulties, you get an orb apiece. And let's go there with, I guess, this team. Yeah, this team. Yeah, does Felix look merry, y'all? It's not a hard map. You can really just auto-clear it. And, yeah, folks are just gonna do that. Saul's got no friends left to buff, so he dies. And, yeah, it's super easy. You get your orbs. Here's the Bound Hero battle. You have 3 different difficulties: Hard, Lunatic, Infernal, and you get different orb amounts depending on the difficulty. I would recommend getting on that as soon as possible, for reasons I mentioned in the quests and missions section. We have a lot of maps to go through here with when legendary and mythic banners are about. You have a normal one, which gives you an Aether Blessing, or the blessing the unit comes equipped with. Hard gives you 2 orbs, Lunatic 3, Infernal gives you 4, Abyssal gives you a golden accessory. And while it's just aesthetically pleasing, it doesn't have a lot of purpose. It's a nice flex, though. So there's that. Rival Domains. You want to go through Rival Domains every chance you get. You get good rewards. Normal is an orb. Hard is badges. Lunatic's feathers. Infernal is, I believe, Divine Dew. And that's it's gonna help you a lot in the long run when it comes to weapon refines. So I guess this is technically weeklies and dailies. Special training, magic. You don't really need to bother with this unless there's anyone you need to train. For instance, I have a team right here of units I want to train up. Muriel here only has 177 SP, and in order to learn Moonbow, she needs 300. So we might enter that eventually. With this squad, they all need SP. Other than that, I'm not going to touch it. We have all of these Grand Hero battle maps, and if you complete them at Hard, you get a 3-star unit. Lunatic, you get a 4-star unit. Infernal, you get a 4-star unit and 2,000 feathers, which is really good. For folks like Kana, you get a 3-star unit, 4-star unit, 4-star with feathers, and from the quests and missions section, we saw that we can also get a 5-star Kana. And that depends on the needs of your barracks, if you feel it's worth it. Arvis, we have 3, 4, and 4. Xander, 3, 4, and 4. If you're really new to the game, you can also get I think 1 and 2-star Gunter, which is nice. If you're starting out, he got a bit of a buff. He's a decent support now. Still not like an OP unit, but he's not as bad as he once was. Moving on to the events section. So the events section, I'm just going to go through these and mention if you should do it daily or if you should do it weekly, really. So Pawns of Loki. When this event comes around, you get an orb for completion a day, and then you get a certain amount of rewards depending on the score you get. Really, you just want to have whale friends here. It's auto chess. It's kind of dumb, but it's also like a different mode, so it's kind of cool. You want to do that daily. Frontline Phalanx. So for this one, you want to do a couple times daily. It's kind of like a bit of a raid map, sort of. You have a lot of folks you can choose from, and when Frontline Phalanx is available, it'll be a more in-depth guide on that, I suppose. But you want to do that daily. Definitely. Mjolnir Strike, you want to do maybe at least once every 2 days when it's available. And then for the... Mjolnir Strike comes in 3 phases. Brace, which is your preparation stage. Shield, which you want to do once every 2 days. And Counter, which you want to do when it's available. You can just enter your shield map whenever you want here. I like to have 4 different setups available. 1 for Light Season, 1 for Dark Season, 1 for Astra Season, 1 for Anima Season. This right here is my Astra Season team, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's my Astra Season team. It's pretty cool. But you want to do that, once every 2 days, or when Counter's available. What else do we have? Lost Lore. So with Lost Lore, you want to do that when it's available. You get good rewards. You can get battle crests. You can get potions, elixirs. You can get a lot of good stuff from Lost Lore. So I do that whenever it's available. You can even just do it once or twice a day. So that's not too bad. Roker Sieges, you want to do twice a day when it's available. You can do once in the morning, once at night, or once midday, once at night. Honestly, either's fine. Forging Bonds you want to do daily, and you kind of want to use a potion a day on this, I'd say. Like, you want to use a Stampot in the morning, probably a Stampot at night, and if you keep with that, you complete the mission in the 2 weeks allotted with time to spare. What I also like about Forging Bonds is it gives you 2 times the hero merit that any other game mode would. So you can use this to grind hero merit if you are in need of feathers. So I like that. What else do we got? Grand Conquests, you want to do twice a day. So, yeah, when you have the shields available... and the lances, the conquest lance is available, you want to do that. Tap battle you can do once a day if you want. It's kind of stupid. If there are dailies available, which they stopped doing for tap battle, you can do it daily if you want. There's really no point to doing it more than that unless you really like tap battle. I kind of don't. Tempest Trials, you want to use a potion a day here, minimum. So beginning of the day, use a potion. End of the day, use a potion. The biggest thing about Tempest Trials is you want to try to get at least, I think it's 50k points is like, yeah, 50k, to get all of your rewards, and you want to grind to 100k, probably for some extra feathers if you really want. By using a potion in the morning, a potion at night, you can do that. You can get 100k, no problem. Voting Gauntlet is kind of stupid. I'm not a huge fan of Voting Gauntlet. Basically, you choose a supporter you want to win. They fight, and maybe they win. Maybe they lose. It's really up to chance. It's kind of a stupid mode. You want to do it like once in the morning, once at night. You're getting something of a trend here, I feel like. Is that a lot of these modes are built off of resets, or cooldowns, for entry. So doing it as part of your morning routine, doing it as part of your nightly routine, it helps. Summoner duels sucks. It's stupid. I hate it. And I know there are folks saying it's not that bad. You can see my team right here. It's probably not optimal for this mode, and I don't care, and I hate this mode, and I want it to go away, and I don't even know if I'm going to be finishing out these final 2 matches. Don't get too hung up on that. Hero's Journey, you want to do this once a day, and sometimes you want to grind for, like, memento logs or memento events. They're pretty nice. They're kind of funny. But this one's as serious as you want it to be. Let's see what they're doing. Whoa, what should I open? Let's go with this green one. And we found a appalling cake. Will the others be less horrendous? Wow, screw off, man. They're going to the volcano. And there's, oh man, Leona's kicking its ass. Jammy, save the day. You can do it. And that's why he's the best archer in Fae history. And by Fae, I mean Fire Emblem. Like, straight up, Jumka is actually the best of all time. Greatest of all time, rather. Goat Johnny. So you got that. And it looks like you saw that happen. You saw that reset happened, or the event changed at the top of the hour. So that seems to be the key as to when those different things happen in Hero's Journey. But you can also just run through Hero's Journey once a day, or run through a potion a day. That's no problem. The thing is, this game gives you sufficient enough potions such that it makes grinding kind of easy. I'm at, how many potions am I up to right now? Yeah, I'm at a lot of potions, so... So you get a few here and there. Just making sure I'm still recording, because my phone tends to stop recording at the worst times. Talk about Ether Keeps. Ether Keeps you want to do once a day, or if it's the last day you want to grind. And part of that, there are a couple reasons to this. First of all, if you battle with 100 ether against a certain foe, you spend 100 ether, but if you break these 2 pots back here, the Aether Fountain and the Aether Amphore, you get 50 apiece. No, not 50. That's a whole bunch. You get like 5 ether refunded. So out of the whole thing, that could be recovery of 10 ether here or 20 here. And that could be the difference between an extra go at ether raids or not. And again, that's something like you can choose to do or not to do. It's about as seriously as you can do it, about as serious as you want to take it. But that's that. You want to do it once a day, or grind on the last day. Nothing too much else to talk about there. Might have a separate video for Ether Keeps. Coliseum. Summoners Duels, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You can change the matchmaking settings. I like Book 3 and Prior because, well, you can see my units are kind of lol. they're not too lol, but you know, I don't pull a ton. So I don't whale a bunch, so I'm not going to be like up to date in the current meta. But the funny part is, like, you know, I'm one of the very few who have, like, you know, 47 wins with Henry, 1,000 favor. Apparently you can get up to 1,500. That's I'm not going to go up to 1,500 because the rewards go up to 1,500 now. Okay, so I might grind a little more. 400 Divine Dew. Yes, I'm definitely going to grind a bit more here. But as you can see, you get a lot of rewards simply for grinding. You get a Forma Soul, which is awesome. Bunch of flowers to increase your characters. You get these Ephemerma codes. You get the Grails. The Divine Dew is huge. That gives you access to significant buffs for your characters. I would highly recommend getting those anytime you can. The coins are also good. But you don't have to do this every day. Resonant battles you want to do once a week. And you want to be sure to optimize your lineup for that. To do that, you want characters from the Binding Blade and Fates. You see right here, I don't have anyone from either game. Here I have one from Fates, two from Fates. So we're going to get a bit of a score increase there. Here we have 3 from the Binding Blade, and that's going to give us furthermore of an increase. And if we add someone else from the Binding Blade, say this really crappy Siegbert, we're going to get an even higher score. That being said, I don't recommend doing this any more than weekly. Basically what you want to do in this mode is you want to kill all of these thieves, okay? It's pretty cool. While you don't necessarily need to avoid these other characters, but you don't want to get killed by them. So one thing you could do is probably attack this thief and then dance them, dance the fighter here, go after Oscar, and then I don't know. I haven't fully worked out a strategy for this one yet. I haven't attempted it. It's a cool game mode. It's a unique game mode. I wouldn't recommend doing it more than once a week. Or do it as long as you feel like you can get as optimal a score as you can. My Fates and Binding Blade teams aren't that great, so I don't know. Arena, we discussed. You want to do it once a day for your dailies. However, you also want to try to get that 5-win chain. And you want to try to move up tiers. because you get these kinds of rewards for doing so. You get trait fruit, you get codes, you get orbs, and you get flowers. Yeah, I tried earlier this week and I got really frustrated, so I put it down, and I'll try again. I might record that. I don't know. Alliance battles. Alliance battles are... I'd recommend doing this daily until you get the result you're looking for, and then you don't have to do it at all for the rest of the week. And part of the reason for that is... Well, I'll explain more when I go more in depth with Allegiance battles. But we're talking about prioritization now, so there's that. Arena Assault. Arena Assault's, in my opinion, one of the best modes in the game because you get to use all of the units you've acquired, or have the potential to use most of the units you've acquired. You go from against 7 different maps using 7 different teams, and you can't reuse units you've had in previous teams. So it's a pretty unique game mode, which is why I'm really sad that it's on hiatus for that stupid Summoner Duels R mode, which I hate and don't want ever again. That takes care of Colosseum. Story maps. So, as you can see, I slack a bit on story maps, but that's fine. In the main story, and I leave these maps usually for a time when, I want to farm orbs. And that's going to go ditto for these chain challenges here. So what you do with these chain challenges is you have 2 teams across 5 battles. And what you do is you go from one map to the next using the same team until that team dies. And then you get another team to use, and if they die, it's game over. Or if they finish, and it's good. And you get rewards. In this case, you get 200 feathers. In hard mode, you get 500 feathers, I believe? 400 feathers. And Lunatic, you get orbs. So there's a lot to harvest here. I would recommend only really doing this when you need the orbs. Squad Assault is similar to Arena Assault in that you have 5 teams across 5 battles, and you get a different badge as a result, and some orbs. Now this badge gives you, it's a seal for your characters, and it gives different stat ups. I think it's specifically stat ups. I haven't seen any with specific effects, but it's not awful. What's interesting, though, is that they started with Squad A, moved up to Squad H, and they're still going. We're on Squad Double B now, which is kind of impressive. Tactics drills. You want to do skill studies? I want to do skill studies. I've been slacking on my skill studies for a bit, but they're fine, and you can get some pretty good rewards from there. You get feathers, and I think some give orbs. This one gives orbs, right? They all give feathers? Oh, that gives an orb. One moment. Alright, so we're back here. We talked about tactics drills. Grandmaster is going to be difficult. As you can see, I've only completed, I think one of them. Yeah, only one of them. They're incredibly hard and require some out-of-the-box thinking. These are kind of like chess challenges, Well, let me show you an example. Which one's Stalwart Defenders? Yeah, this one in particular is difficult. So what you want to do is you want to find a way to defeat all of these enemies using these two fighters with pain and Riss with a slow staff. And the thing is, they've all got pretty decent res. This one especially. And he's got renewal. You have 7... No, you have 4 turns. Right, because it's your phase, their phase, your phase, their phase, your phase, their phase, your phase. To defeat all of them, and there are specific amount of steps, specific amount of moves, and you gotta plot out very intricately. But you just have more. Yep, gastrally hydrate. You have a lot of. Man, thinking about that gives me. You gotta really plot it out, or you could go on YouTube and look for solutions. I don't know. But those are tactics drills. Heroic ordeals I would highly recommend doing. Completing it gets you flowers. Like if I complete it with Shamir, I get 40 infantry flowers. If I complete it with Forest, you get 40 cavalry flowers. Basically, if you complete it with a character, you get their movement type flowers for building that character. That's pretty cool. Paralogs, you got a lot of those. I save them. We have 10 more days to complete these quests, so I'm not going to worry about those just yet. Might when I've got some free time. Main story I already talked about. Finally, we've got Training Tower. You've got 10 different stratums. And you have 10 different... Well, no, you've got more than 10 different quests. So the first 4 stratums, you have feather quests. Clear it 5 times, you get 100 feathers. Stratums 5 through 10, you complete those 10 to 15 different times, you get an orb. And then, additionally, you have these challenges for the 10th stratum using infantry allies, armored allies, cavalry allies, flying allies. A good strategy here would be to do the stratums once a day. You could probably spend a pot on those. And if you do a little bit each day, you make your way to the end of the month and you don't have to do a ton. If you don't do that, then you're going to be like super overwhelmed and grinding by the end of the month, and that's not fun. So that's that. And that's basically... Oh, what am I doing? I forgot about the most important daily. The summons. Now, if you've got a free summon, use it. Let's see. This probably isn't gonna be shit. We got smoke, but it's still probably not gonna be shit. It's Tharia. Never mind. That's cool. And you don't gotta be my shadow. That's fine. That's okay. Since we already have, we're gonna check her IVs, sort by obtained. Minus attack, yeah, we don't want that. So we're gonna make a combat manual, and that's that. And we have another summon here. like I said before, we want to try for Hector. See what we get. We got Smoke. It's probably going to be Barter or something. Okay. I mean, I'm alright with Sue. I like Sue. Sue's fine. Plus attack. Not bad. This short bow, it's pretty good. It's got like a Wodao effect.
Sue of the Katola, granddaughter of the Silver Wolf.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. Moonbow, Swift Sparrow, Chill Defense, Hone Speed. Her kit's a little outdated. That's fine. We'll talk more about building Sue in a future video. But for now, that is what we've got in terms of dailies. There are probably additional dailies if you have a Fed Pass. I don't know. Maybe. But if you're a newer player, that's how I'd prioritize your Fed day. Or your Fed week. So if there are any questions for future topics or anything, feel free to send me a comment. And yeah, thanks for watching. And y'all have a good day.